Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the 25th of May to the 31st of May, 2020. It's a weekly reading and it is a general reading, so it will not and cannot resonate with everybody. But if you can get a message, some information, just an overview of the week, please enjoy. Okay, so the overall theme for your week. In Rama, where are you being called to journey to? So yes, where is this journey? Where, hold that up a little bit longer, it's good to see what the card looks like. So yes, wading into the waters, heading in a certain direction. So are we looking at the direction that you need to go in this week, Gemini? Do you have a calling to move in a different direction, in a new direction? Or are you being called to go back in a certain direction? But this is very, very important, because this is going to be part of your healing process. You're connecting with self, but also you're connecting with spirit, with the universe, with that where you draw your power from, where you draw your understanding and your knowing. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. See what the rest of the reading brings out. We have the Five of Earth, Three of Fire, Queen of Air, Call, Seven of Air, King of Water, the High Priestess, the King of Air, the Nine of Fire, and the Eight of Earth, the Three of Earth, sorry. Okay, so the overall energy for your week is the Five of Earth. So are we feeling a little bit depleted, a little bit left out in the cold there, with, you know, whether it's financially or anything to do with resource, and it could be a relationship. There is something that is making us feel, there's something that is making you feel like you don't have enough, that you haven't been able to bring in enough or have enough, or you've been almost not left out of something, but certainly not being given the opportunity to do what you needed or felt you needed to do in order to correct this situation. And what's crossing you is the Three of Fire. Now, the Three of Fire is about a journey. It's about looking out into the horizon and seeing where you want to go. So put those two together and we would be, you know, this would bring us to an understanding of that there's things that you want to do, there's experiences that you want to have, there's adventures that you want to go on, but you're not sure if you have the finances to do it. You're not sure if you've got all the resources to be able to do that. And that's making you feel quite sad. You know, because this is where you want to be, but you're feeling like that's the case. Let's have a look and see. Okay, your mindset is the Queen of Air. Yes, so the Queen of Air is a very independent woman. And you are wanting to be independent. You are wanting to connect to the wisdom of who you are. You know, part of that, maybe that's part of the journey that you're wanting to go on. Is there a pilgrimage or you know, an experience or an adventure that's going to help you to show your independence? You know, maybe it's the first time on a journey, you know, that you're just ready to go. And, you know, you may not have done it in the past, you know, done anything like it in the past. But you're wanting The Queen of Air. She's got great ideas. So your mindset is that you are actually ready, that you're ready to cut ties with. Maybe you're leaving and moving to a different, city, town, whatever, or moving to something completely different because you have to, or you feel like you have to sever the ties to where you're actually at that moment. Okay, and this is the call to do something different. This is the call, this is number 20. That's balance, that's duality. That's finding, the equilibrium within yourself. And this is call. It's seen as judgment in other cards, but what it is that this is meant to happen. This is meant to happen for you. Yeah, nice. Okay, in the past you felt like you felt a bit alone. You felt like, you haven't really had everybody on your side. And even though we've got all these, all this, knowledge coming through, messages coming through from Spirit, and it looks like support around you, you're still feeling quite nostalgic, sort of like, is this really what I want? Or am I being held back? So very synchronistic with your first card there. Now here we have in the immediate future, we have the King of Water. So this is somebody who will help you along the way. The King of Water is a Scorpio energy, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a Scorpio. But this is somebody who understands why you need to do what you need to do. Maybe there's people around you that some aren't understanding. But this particular person is going to support you in your decision. Lovely. And this is you, High Priestess. Yes, intuition. We've got that too again. That being called to take this journey, to start this experience. So, even if this hadn't come up, even if you hadn't been thinking about where you needed to go to, you will be. It will become quite strong this week. Even if you've just sort of played around with the idea and it's in the background somewhere, it's going to come through because you're able to connect with the right way to go about it. So along with the King of Water, this is going to make that process, that transition into that new chapter, that new part of your journey, so much easier because you know what needs to be done. Your intuition is very high at the moment. And here we have in how you are in the situation is that you are going to have to be very practically minded at that moment. You will have to be very strong in your convictions. You will know why you're doing it and why you have to do it. And even though it may be an emotional time, maybe moving on into that new part of your journey and getting the call to do this and just taking off on this adventure. There could be emotional, it's going to bring up emotional stuff. Of course it is. Maybe you're leaving something behind to do that. You're not going forever, but it's still, there is emotion. And this is really showing, Gemini, that you're going to be able to do it in a way that allows you to actually do it. Because the energy behind this card is very much of being very logical, seeming a little cold, but being very logical, very practical, knowing exactly what needs to be done in order to do it. So great energy there. And others may think that you've been a little, been a little cold, but you're not. You're just being practical. Okay, so this is your hopes and fears. You've got the 9 of fire there. Yeah. So you're hoping that you have the strength, the stamina, the whole... trying to think of the right word. Okay, just wait to see what comes through from Spirit here. You are wanting to have this astounding sense of self, that you know exactly why you're doing it and what is the purpose behind it and who you are as you move into this experience and this adventure. Nice. Nice. Okay, and the outcome of your week and your reading is the 3 of Earth. So yes, this is going to allow you to expand your horizons, expand your world. This is the creativity number 3 on the creativity card, the 3 of Earth. This is about creating what you're wanting. The 3 is also the goddess number. So you've got that power to manifest. But to know what you're manifesting is to serve you and your highest good. And in turn, you can then serve others and the highest, purpose. Very beautiful. Wow. What an amazing time for you. Amazing. Okay. So, if you find yourself, Gemini, that you are unsure, as it said, where you've been called to journey to, know that those answers will come through because you have the High Priestess. You have the intuition. You also have support. You have support from the King of Water. And it is your calling. So this is meant to happen. So that's, if it's meant to happen, then you will be getting so much support and guidance. And, Spirit is making this happen, is allowing this to happen at this time because you are ready. Beautiful. Okay. So for this week, you may need a spirit animal to help you along the way. And let's see. We got the turkey. The turkey just makes me laugh. Makes me smile, makes me feel happy. Because they're such, they've got a unique look about them and they're very vocal. So, but this is saying give with gratitude and grace. So that's prompting you, Gemini, to expect that, others may be feeling it when you're making these decisions, when you're making these changes, when you're about to embark on your own journey or planning to go on this journey. Know that others will feel it. And they may not always say and act in the way that, you would like. But just be aware, give with gratitude and grace. So, just open your heart up to them. And just know that it's just because they love you and they care about you. Wow. Whoa, what a week. What a beginning of the journey. It's fantastic. Wow. You're going to be so supported, Gemini. So, you go ahead and be, and just, bring that excitement through and follow your calling. Wow. Okay, well, you have an amazing time and we'll talk to you next week. Okay, bye.